So, everyone knows about the current situation I'm in. I feel a little mostly betrayed. What I did wasn't right, but then two wrongs don't make a right. And yeah, I bought this puppy and didn't have papers, wasn't really set up for it, so I brought the puppy back and wanted to put my groceries away, and I saw that it was eating the plastic. I was like, oh God, nah, I can't have this dog choke. It's only 2 months old. It's a 2 month old pit. So I'm like, I need someone to just watch the dog for a little bit, maybe like an hour, so I can get my house together. Yeah, I was a little toasted at that time too, as well. Um, but I thought about, I have a puppy. I don't want it to, can you watch the dog for an hour so I can set my house up? I go to my neighbor's house. She comes outside, and then another neighbor comes over. They're petting the puppy. I was like, I just bought a puppy. And she was like, from where? I was like, well, in front of the store. Like, the guy was holding a puppy. People do it all the time in Philly. But I'm just out here in Bristol. Some bullshit. Um, so anyways, I brought the dog, and I wasn't properly set up for the dog. So I'm like, all right, just, can you watch the dog for an hour or so? Well, I can't do it. I can't do it. You don't need a dog. Your life is a mess. A dog won't make you happy. A man won't make you happy. You need to find happiness within yourself. Okay, all these things may be true. But I also work in the medical field and I take care of residents. So, if I can take care of like 30 old people within an 8.5 hour shift or a 12-hour shift or a 16-hour shift, yeah, I may work a lot. Yeah, this, that, and the third. Okay, but this puppy is still mine. So, we're playing with the dog for a little bit, maybe 15, 20 minutes. She's like, well, you don't need the dog. I was like, yeah, all right. Yeah, it was random. But she was like, I'll make a couple phone calls and find the dog a place. I'm like, well, all right, let me think about it. Whatever. Let me just go to the bathroom. I live 2 houses down. I was like, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm going to take the dog with me. No, leave the dog here. Leave the dog here. I'm like, I'm just going to be a minute. So I went to the bathroom. I'm going to use my bathroom because, there's no comfort like your own. And I'm going for 10 minutes. I come back. I come back to our house, to see the dog, whatever. I get the dog, or maybe make a better plan for the dog while talking to her. And I get there. I walk back like 10 minutes later. She's like, oh, the dog's gone. What do you mean my dog's gone? Where's my dog? Oh, you can go home, sleep it off. You're a little toasted. Your house is not ready. You're not ready. I'm like, okay, but where's my dog? I just bought and paid for her. Where is she? I only had her for like a half hour, and you took her. And you won't tell me where she's at. Did you resell her? Did you drop her in the water? Like, oh, I'll tell you where she's at. My friend has her. She's in a non-kill shelter. Why don't you go home, sleep it off? I'm like, all right, fine. I came back out like an hour later. I'm like, where's my dog? I really want my dog. I'm knocking on neighbors' doors at this point. It was like, she's like, oh, the neighbor took my dog. I'm like, well, maybe one of the neighbors have a dog. Let me just run and check 2 or 3 houses. No, we have nothing to do with the dog. I'm like, okay, well, I was going for 10 minutes. How did someone pull up that quick that your friend pulls up that quick and takes the dog? And then you won't tell me where my dog is. So I still owe the person who I bought the dog from money. So now I'm out of a dog. I don't trust my neighbor. And I still owe this guy like another 140. So she came back by. She's like, I'll tell you where the dog is. I'll tell you to give you the dog, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, fine. I'll wait. Maybe I need to really think if I want the dog. Maybe I just have to think about it. But I want to know where she's at. I just want to know where she's at. So I have the option to not talk to you, but talk to the person you might have given the dog to and make proper provisions for the puppy. You don't know. I could have gave the puppy back to the owners and they said that. But the simple fact is, I left for 10 minutes and you told me to go home and my dog is gone. And then I'm like, all right, Sunday, Monday, I had a friend over. Tuesday, I had to go to work. I'm like, you know what? I really want to know where my dog is. She didn't stop by. I haven't seen her. She didn't leave a note. Nothing. So I'm telling everyone, what should I do? What would you do? I just want to know where the dog is. I have that right. I did pay for it. I took it over there. And everyone's like, all right. And I really didn't want to involve the police, but they're like, file a police report if she won't tell you where the dog is. So I'm like, all right, do I want to do that? So I started calling the shelters. I was like, maybe it's at the SPCA. I called about 4 shelters. Like, did a brand new 2-month-old puppy show up? Blah blah blah. It's mine. My neighbor did something with it, with her, and they're like, no. I was like, and I told them the situation, and they're just like, okay, why don't you call animal control and find out what your legal rights are because you did buy the dog. So I call them, they come over, they call me back very quickly. So I was happy with the response. So they come to my house, I told them the situation, and they're like, well, do you have a receipt? I'm like, no, because I'm not done paying for the dog, but I want to know at least where the dog is. She won't tell me. Well, does the dog have this? Does the dog have that? I was like, I just, like, no. No, people buy cats and dogs and birds and everything without, all the time. Yeah, maybe I wasn't properly set up at that time or all the paperwork wasn't through. But now you're telling me I'm out of my money. My neighbor stole my dog. I don't know where it's at. I still owe this guy money. Like, where is she? Even if the situation was I couldn't do something or take care of her properly at that moment, I have a right to know where my dog is. We'll walk over her and talk to her and see what happened. Come back. Well, since you bought the dog, like, without paperwork, we're gonna open, and the dog didn't have shots. I was like, I just got the dog. I only had the dog for a half hour. Dog didn't have this, dog didn't. Well, what gives her the right to have my dog man. All right, so we're gonna open an investigation. I was like, all right, fine. Where's my dog? Well, we're gonna check all the shelters all around to make sure, there's some new puppies. I was like, well, he's like, well, we'll find out where the puppy came from and the original owners. I was like, well, I'm not trying to get anyone in trouble because, like, we didn't have paperwork. It was just, like, a random thing. Like, dude was holding a puppy. I was like, oh, what a cute puppy. So I bought the puppy. Yeah, it wasn't the greatest decision at the moment, but I bought a cat for my son while driving down the street. A little Asian lady standing in the middle of the boulevard at a stop sign. She holds this cat up. She was like, give me $10. I was like, okay. And we kept that cat. The cat was okay. I just feel like, yeah, maybe I wasn't right. I was wrong. But 2 wrongs don't make a right. And I feel as though you stole my dog. Like, or it doesn't, who are you to make the decision of what I can and cannot do or what I can and cannot take care of? Who are you to make that decision? So I'm going to just pray that we find this dog because I don't know what she did with him. With her, I'm sorry. I named her Nayla. I only had her for a half hour. Like, I mean, that's like me. That's like a person coming over and say, can you watch my cat for a half hour while I set my house up for, for the cat litter and the cat thing? Can you just watch it for a half hour? All right, fine. I'll watch the cat, or I can't watch the cat. You told me you couldn't watch the dog, so it's like, okay, let me take the dog back. She's like, no, leave the dog here, you can use your bathroom, come back 10 minutes later, and my dog is gone? Oh, someone came and got the dog. What? Where is it? Who took it? Why? Why would you? So I'm just making this video. I feel like, I feel like a lot of this too is like racial discrimination. Like I really feel like I'm just a single black woman who lives by herself, and yeah, I may do some things that people don't agree with, but I feel as though I still have a right to know where my dog is. This is depressing. So now I got an open investigation. Don't know where the puppy is. Everyone's like, "Do you really want the dog?" I was like, "I wouldn't have paid cash and drained my bank account if I really didn't want the dog. I just wanted to set my house up." But in all fairness, whatever the decision was made, the final decision should have been mine. You shouldn't take something from someone even if you don't agree with their decision. Like, let something happen. Not let something happen, but I would have really came to you and said, I bought a dog and I really can't take care of it. I would have contacted the original owners or, called the SPCA. I just wanted you to watch the dog so I could put my groceries away and set up the house. Oh, you don't need this dog, this, that, and this. But who are you to say that to me? And I'm not trying to sound sad or pathetic, but I feel robbed. Like, I was robbed. Like, and she only lives 2 doors up. Like, where is my dog? It's been 5 days. And the owner's like, oh, well, or the cops are like, oh, well, it's been like 5 days. I was like, I thought she would have came over or left a note or something by now to tell me where the puppy was. I just feel as though even if I wasn't the best situation at that moment, you do not have the right to kidnap my dog and not tell me where the dog is. I only had the dog for a half hour. You kidnapped my dog. Whatever. And my mom's like, do you want the dog? I was like, yeah, I do. Like, the little hour I spent with her, I was so happy. Like, I was so happy. I was so happy. And then I have someone who I just trusted because she has a dog and was like, oh, just take her over here. She can just dog 2 houses up. I'm going 10 minutes. Who the fuck comes and steals a dog in 10 minutes? I'm like really upset. And so now I got the cops with the open investigation. I got the owners pissed off at me. My mom's upset. My mom knew. She's like, don't trust her. She's like, and I put her on such a high pedestal, but she's like, don't trust her. I got bad vibes from her. She's an atheist, and my mom's a Christian. And she's like, I got real bad vibes from her. Her spirits are jumping into you. I'm like, okay, mommy. But I trusted her. And the fact that she did this is really, it's cruel. It's cruel to take something from someone and give it away to someone else when you didn't pay for it. And then you're not telling me where my dog is. Okay, yeah, maybe I didn't have paperwork. Maybe, yeah, this, that, and the third. But where is she? Now, I'm just pissed the hell off. Like, I wouldn't have done that. I would have never done that. Even if, whatever, I would have been like, look, my friend's this. Here's the phone number. I'll give you the phone number to where I think the dog should go for a little bit. And you think about it. He rescues Pitts. I'm like, okay, well, at least give me a phone number, give me something, give me an option to make a decision for something I purchase. You don't just, give me the information. You don't just do that. Well, you're screwed out your money. He's not going to give you the money. I'm screwed. Like, I don't like you. I don't trust you. I really just want to go up to her house and punch her in the face. I really do, but I'm trying to be a strong Christian about this situation. And it just hurts that someone would be so cruel and take something from me. And I'm putting this video out because it's like, man, it's not right. So just keep me in your prayers. Like, I have to go to work today. And I'm just sad. I'm just heartbroken. Okay. Just pray I find this dog. And God works in my favor because it's just, like, it wasn't right. Tell me where she's at, at least. Like, I'm sitting here like, I don't know if the person you gave it to could have drowned the damn dog. Like, I don't know. Maybe I wasn't, but I don't know what situation you're putting a puppy in. Like, that's so fucked up.